you never know who'll be stopping by to say hello. Out here it's real life, no fuss, no show, with Highland cattle and piggies on the go. We got meat, birds, fur babies too. Gardens growing fresh, right in view. I'm baking up love in all that I do, and helping the small folks to see them through. Welcome to the Bronx, where the fun's running wild, with a homestead heart and a country style. We're growing good food and raising some joy, and giving a hand to each girl and boy. So come on by, have a laugh or two at the Bronx. We're waiting just for you. Out in the yard, where the chickens roam, we're building a life that feels like home. From the veggies we grow to the soil we turn, it's a simple life and so much to learn. I'm baking bread, smell the warm, sweet air. Piggies squealing, love's everywhere. We lend a hand to channels that care, because lifting each other is what we share. Welcome to the Bronx, where the fun's running wild, with a homestead heart and a country style. We're growing good food and raising some joy, and giving a hand to each girl and boy. So come on by, have a laugh or two at the Bronx. We're waiting just for you. So come on and join, let's build it together through thick and thin in any weather. We're all in this, let's make it better at the Bronx. It's a life to treasure. Welcome to the Bronx, where the fun's running wild, with a homestead heart and a country style. We're growing good food and raising some joy, and giving a hand to each girl and boy. So come on by, have a laugh or two at the Bronx. We're waiting just for you. Yeah, at the Bronx, we're waiting just for you. Welcome to the Bronx, where the fun's running wild, with a homestead heart. Having Christmas for rambling with the Bronx. Out in the country, where the snow falls white, the drums are rambling, spreading joy tonight by the fire so warm, with stories to share. It's a Christmas full of love and country air. From the barn to the porch, the lights all aglow, with the spirit of the season wherever we go. Merry Christmas from the Bronx, we're sending cheer to everyone near, to everyone far this time of year. Rambling through the holidays with laughter and fun. Merry Christmas to you from the Bronx, everyone. The cattle are grazing, the chickens are fed, the trees lit up, the stockings are spread. Hot cocoa steaming as the music plays, celebrating life in our country ways. With the snowflakes falling and the family near, we're rambling with the Bronx, bringing holiday cheer. Merry Christmas from the Bronx, we're sending cheer to everyone near, to everyone far this time of year. Rambling through the holidays with laughter and fun. Merry Christmas to you from the Bronx, everyone. May your days be merry, your nights be bright. May your hearts be warm through the coldest night. From our homestead to yours with love so true, the Bronx are rambling, singing for you. Merry Christmas from the Bronx, we're sending cheer to everyone near, to everyone far this time of year. Rambling through the holidays with laughter and fun. Merry Christmas to you from the Bronx, everyone. Grab your loved ones, let's raise a toast to the people and places we cherish the most. From rambling with the Bronx, our joyous song. Merry Christmas to all from the Bronx, everyone.
Well, and I guess Hank says, "Good day, everybody." Not sure. Not sure who he's. Oh, I think it's my snowblower guy. Oh well. So, what do you think of the new song? Let me know. Um, hey, Dave. Almost you'd almost think that Dave and I were already talking today, like almost 12 hours ago. Um, let's see here. I am going to. Whoops. Ah. So that happened this week too. We flipped over 4,000 followers, family members, all that good stuff. Slowly but surely. And that's all I got to say about that. Sorry, guys. I've got some minty stuff that I'm trying to get into me. It's not a cold, but now that we've actually got snow on the ground, we got probably about 5-6 inches of snow last night. Now that cap is over, we should be all right. Of course, it's Procrastination Thursday. I've been procrastinating. I haven't even been out to blow the snow yet. And my son had to go, and he broke his partial. Still don't know how he did it. So he's gone to get that resized today. So he's not doing it either. But anyways, we'll get it all done bit by bit. And got to pick mother up about 3:30. So we're not going to be on here for a whole lot longer. Maybe a couple hours today. We'll see. You just never know. And Jin and Jesse, they went a little longer than normal as well. So that was good as well. And I was on and off the phone and all that good stuff. But let me get caught up with all the folks that are in the chat that are at least going to let me know that they're here. We got Miss Lila, who's sick as a dog in bed. She's lurking. That's okay. She's allowed to lurk. And we got Troy Sutton, Rebecca touched by yarn. Oh, hopefully everything's well down there, Rebecca. Butler Family Farm. We got Jerry in the house. Yeah, Unleash the New Christmas Song. Another shout out to Jake. Awesome feller. And he whipped that up for me and said, "Hey, I got this for you." I can't thank him enough. It helps with his all his special needs and whatever else. So he knows how to put out those Christmas songs, any song. So I was going to debut it as a short, and I still might this afternoon while I'm outside. Um, while I'm outside with the snowblower going and that. I haven't figured that one out yet. But anyways, we got Jerry, Lila, Jaden, hey, out and about with Dave and Daisy. I tell you what, we were both so rudely interrupted and woke up this morning at about 10 to 4. And who woke us up? Miss Brenda. Those silly gopher nuts were still on live after 4 o'clock this morning. I went, you guys are nuts. And you know what? They woke Dave up. He said, ain't got no money for bail for you guys. We're going to put you guys right behind the bars. There's Nanny Tam. Hopefully you're doing absolutely beautifully, lurking and washing dishes. I haven't got around to that yet. Now, we have made, or I didn't make, I went to Costco and got one of their chicken pot pies. Oh, wait. It's close to mine without all the work. And I got my recipe from my grandma. And all I can say is she'd be awful proud at Costco for being able to put out, I don't know if they have it down in the States. I'm sure they do. But chicken pot pie, and it's actually rather cheap. And I think I never did ask Jesse or Glenda or any of those guys that I know frequent that frequent Costco if you guys have it or not. But yeah, we'll figure it out. And yeah, I gotta wash them dishes too before Mother gets home. It's funny how all the kids dirty the dishes, but I gotta clean it up. I gotta figure out that gig. Lynn from Farm Okie. Hi, Lynn. Long time no see. And I know Thursdays are difficult, but coming into the Christmas season, I was going to do a change and just go back to one day a week, but then I got another letter 2 weeks ago that, they love the Thursdays and it gives them just time to laugh, and especially whenever you have, Johnny, you and Jesse bantering at one another. Well, we've lost one of our brothers. He be in a tree stand. And, my other brother, he's getting busy. Santa's trying to load up the old Jeep. Not the sleigh, but the Jeep. Because they're coming north. Now, not to the promised land, but they're coming almost north. They may end up coming into the promised land. Well, I don't know if I'd really call Vancouver the promised land with all the stuff that's kind of went on there this week. If you can say a prayer, there was a mass shooting in Vancouver yesterday, Tuesday, somewhere this week, anyways. So it times are getting tough, and people are just having a real. People aren't able to process, and let's face it, we're coming into the Christmas season, and so many people don't get, handmade or little joke presents, because follow the true meaning of Christmas. That's what we have to do. We have to get back there. But so many people feel that they have to compete with the Joneses up the street and spend the thousands and thousands of dollars. I just pray that people can be able to see through the smoke and mirrors, and the devil turning it into a commercialized entity instead of family, and that on Christmas. And like, I know up here, I don't do anything until November the 12th. This year we were late. It was November 14th before Debbie got her hands on her, Christmas decorations. But yeah, that's when and I know down there, a lot of you folks don't do your Christmas stuff until you have your Thanksgiving. And again, our two Thanksgivings are usually about a month and a half apart. Like I like to say, ours is in the middle of harvest. That it's almost like the pilgrims back in the day had to take. They gave themselves a day off to celebrate the bountiful harvest. And it seems like the pilgrims in the US, because of the warmer weather and whatever, they couldn't take a day off till after the bountiful harvest. So anyways, I don't know why I went there. Something said to go there today. So if it's what somebody needed to hear, it's okay. Don't compete with the Joneses, because you don't know. The Joneses always, and if your name's Jones, it's just a name. The same thing as Karen. Karen is a Karen. Not necessarily always a Karen. But, don't compete. You want to compete? See how many times you can go to church and celebrate the holy day. That will show the winner. And we got Miss Lila. Oh, there's my brother Jesse. Hey, Jess. Yes, Lynn, I've been talking to so many people. It's just with the holiday season, I've tried to get a whole lot of people lined up. So Jesse and I have an announcement. We'll be doing an announcement sometime in January or over the Christmas season, probably after he gets home. And there's Mama Lisa. So yeah, it's wow. Brain fart. I see Mama Lisa, and I just lose all focus. Just saying. But no, there's a whole bunch of people I know of 4 group cruises going to Alaska next year. Ours is the largest so far. There's a group going in May, June, July, and then we're going in August. From what I've been able to find out and ask, nobody was able to get what we were given. And we're all not like we're all going on the same ship or cruise line. Believe we're the only ones going with NCL. Now, there might be one other going with NCL, but they're going on the Bliss, not the Encore. Yeah, so just Friday nights is where I'm probably going to do a lot of the interviews of these folks. And what I'm trying to do is find somebody from every stop to tell us more about. We're going to start off. Brian and I are trying to work out a date that he's going to tell us all about. Is it Prudhoe? Excuse me. I already asked him. He said the biggest thing to do there is whale watching. And I was saying that, one of the co-organizers used to go fishing there, trying to see if he had known maybe who had purchased that boat or whatever, but he couldn't put it together. So he didn't know who that was or if the boat was still on. Yeah, Juno. That's it. So we're going to try and have him on Juno and give us a local take on what we should do there. It's fine and dandy for NCL, Princess, blah, 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 to tell all their cruisers, oh, well, this is fun. This is fun. Well, you know what? They get a chunk of money from this one. They get a chunk of money from that one. I want a locals, like go here, go to this part. This is a must do here. And it's stuff like that we can go ahead and be able to do things. It's kind of value added. It's not going to cost us anything. And those people are the ones that are, they live there. They know what to look for, what we should do. Because I know personally, I'll probably never go back to Alaska. Although Jesse says I will. I'd rather go to the Caribbean and float around the islands. Again, you guys are trying to cool down coming up here. I'm trying to warm up in the middle of winter going south. So, oh my God. I'll trade anybody this nagging cough and, you know, it just centralizes around my sinuses. If I was a betting man, I'd almost say I've got a sinus infection, but it's not sore, so I don't see that. So, but yes, Lynn, that was a long ramble for, you know, to end up in the same spot. Yes, Alaska, they had a very good year. Now, I did get sent a message. Somebody had asked about should they book a whale watching excursion. It's kind of a tough one. Am I? No. Because I've seen ships around our time, they see the whales right off the back of their ships. So whenever they go to release the little pellets of food, it's almost like an attractant. So, but it's a personal preference. I believe that we're going to be able to see whales right off the ship. I'm not going to pay to go see them. But yet, if that is exactly what you want to do, you want to see whales, then book the excursion. Okay. Again, Jesse and I helped set it up. We're helping guide people through, but this is also our vacation. So we may be doing something that other people don't want to do, and that's okay. With cruising, you are the only one that can make or break your cruise. NCL gives us a place to sleep, amazing food, lots of amazing food, and hot drinks, cold drinks. They give us all the staples. Only you can make it a fantastic trip. And that's why Jesse and I are kind of dropping hints and you know, this is what to look for. I've tried to get a hold of Jesse this week, but they've been so busy. There's a new thing that he's going to have up on his cruising thing, Amazon page. I'm going to get with him here, hopefully this afternoon. And it's instead of having those bulky towel clips, these are actually called towel bands. Relatively cheap. And tomorrow night, I'm going to give a set away. As long as you can accept Amazon and you are coming on the trip. it doesn't, I guess everybody can play, but honestly, this is just I'll do another draw. I'll do like a spoon from Miss Anne or something for everybody, and then the people that are going with us on the cruise, I'll give a set of bands away. Yeah, so that'll be tomorrow night. They're actually quite neat. I'll have to go downstairs and download it on my computer. It for some reason I can't on my iPad. I'm very limited to what I can do on this iPad. Like even whenever I'm playing songs before, I got to play it on my phone to hear, but control it off my iPad. It's really weird and they tell me it's a StreamYard issue. So, my my whole thing with StreamYard ends the end of March. My 1 year is over, and I've already canceled because I'm not paying $400 or whatever. I will figure something else out. From what I'm hearing, the way they're turning YouTube lives is going to mirror what StreamYard is. So they're working on that right now. Well, I'd rather grow with YouTube I think what we're going to end up doing is have like a Zoom meeting with all the sailors. We'll start out once a month in the new year, and then 1st of May we'll go every week. Let your folks know around where you live, guys. Your friends. It's unbelievable. Debbie's mentioned, I don't know how many times at work. Well, last time I checked, there was 4 or 5 girls that are wanting to go with us. So we're going to have more doctors and nurses, and something goes wrong, we'll be able to fix one another. Well, fat fingers, and I hit Miss Lisa. Oh, look at the sweet Janae. Hello, Janae. Our cabin in the woods. There's Tony. Hopefully you're doing okay, Tony, and your lovely wife is doing okay. My everything acres, howdy, howdy. My soggy bottom acres. Man, you've got an issue if you've got a soggy bottom. I think it's time to either change the depends or dab a little bit better if you're using a bidet. Because you can't really have a soggy bottom. Hey, Terry. Or Stone Mike. I'm not sure who it is, but hello, MT. There's Soreback Acres. We got all the acres. We got All's the acres. There's Beth. And of course, where you got sore back, you always have Mr. Jim. G'day, Mr. Jim. Yeah, unfortunately, by the looks of what we're hearing up here, it's going to be a sad, sad Christmas. There's no reprieve in the near future for the mail service. Now, myself, I have a whole bunch of different things that I can use. And I can use, I can use stuff all around. Now, we've got Christmas presents that Debbie ordered out of the States. She wasn't thinking. Well, they're sitting at the border. So they're starting to fill up tractor trailers. And I said, well, why didn't you get it sent to our U.S. box? I forgot about it. So we've got, it just sucks that, I have my beautiful wife. I was going to surprise her with a little, but I can't get it here in time. So it's going to be a very different kind of Christmas. And they're not expensive gifts. But even friends, I've ordered Christmas presents for, and normally I could order like from Canada and ship to the US. They've now shut that down. So two of the gifts that I was going to send friends, can't do it, not prudent, and it would cost me a bloody fortune to have it shipped here and then turn around, slap one of my labels on it and ship it back over to the US. And it's just, both customs have gone crazy. Doesn't matter which way you're going now. It is what it is. And yeah, it is what it is. And, the unfortunate thing is it cost me probably about 40% more. Because now, with the dollar being, thank goodness, our trip is just about paid. Because our dollar has went into the toilet and circled about 15 times. A good friend of mine said, I don't know what to get you this year. So I know that the US, I know the US dollar is doing a lot better. So I just sent you cash. And I got to say, it is crazy the amount of money. The difference in the two. It's almost 42 cents on the dollar. So $1.42 Canadian buys us $1 US. So, all my friends that hopefully are going to come on the trip, that's why, Al in Newfoundland, that's why he had to back out. The dollar is killing everybody. And I said to NCL, actually, I said to Terry, we were chit-chatting last weekend, and I'm like, why don't they do it at par? I said, yeah, a little bit of a hit, but I said, you're losing people now. So his wife was going to bring it up at their sales meeting. Like Disney. I think I saw that they're starting that promotion again. We took our kids down to Disney World in 2011. Yes, 2011. And we actually got the trip at par. The dollar was so bad that it was at par, which made it great. We were able to do it. We were going to have to cancel. You got a family of 5 going for 8 days, 9 nights, with park hopping, food included, staying on site. It was going to cost us a lot of money. And whenever they came, well, it was probably 8 months before we traveled, 9 months. Canadian people get at par. And, I got to say, whenever we were down there, every second person was from Canada. So they filled their parks with folks from Canada, because there's a lot of snowbirds up here. But even around here, a lot of the people that normally winter in Florida, they're here this year. They can't afford to go. Whenever you think of just normal groceries, paying $1.42 for every dollar, you're almost paying like 50% more. So, anyways, enough of that doom and gloom. All that I saw an excellent meme last night and said, if you have not got my Christmas present yet, it's a picture of a ship and it says, my size is balcony. So I'm just letting everybody know. Don't you worry. If you haven't got my Christmas present yet, that's fine. My size is balcony. Yeah, I don't do well with that, Jesse. Terry's playing video games. Uh-oh, we got Stone Mike. And may I say, we've got a cranky Stone Mike, and he's got every little. He should be cranky for what. My God, somebody's head should roll for what happened to Mike. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch his live last night. I'm not giving up the beef. No, Jesse, it never happened. Maybe 20, 30 years ago? Not now. Hey, Jamie. Don't worry, Jesse. I know what you're talking about. Lila, she's lurking for a reason. Bushcraft. G'day, Charles. Hopefully you're doing well, sir. And I just don't know if I'm going to be able to do the seeds this year. I may just be a major supporter. Because with the trip, and we're going to be gone 10 days in harvest, I know what my kids are going to do. Oh, we forgot about it. And all my summer work is going to go down. Now, I have not I'm thinking what I might do is try to get a 45-gallon drum and do self-watering. I might be able to do it. Unfortunately, I might lose some produce to animals, but it won't kill it. So, I just don't want to waste the girls' money. I'm still going to be there to support the chickadees in any way I can. They're my internet girls, and, I think the world of them. I don't think there's, anybody that would second guess me on that one, There's my sister Glenda. We are lurking, eating lunch. What's for lunch? And you better not be saying Chick-fil-A or something like that, because I'm going to get cranky. All I got to have is a snow cone. And it better not be a yellow snow cone either, or I know Hankster's been at it. Oh, wait, he was some. I have not seen a dog so happy than that dog yesterday in the snow. He played and ran and played and dove and rolled, and he made me tired just watching him. But he's actually laying on his couch now, and that's pretty much where he spent his time. Because every time he goes outside, it's a marathon. He's having a blast with the snow. So, Oh, absolutely, Charlie. How can you like double your fees? It just doesn't make sense to me. Other than they're either going to be publicly traded, they're about to sell off, and they have to show that they can make X number of dollars. Um, there's so many. I haven't been able to figure out why they're doing what they're doing, but I'm sure it will come out. Hey, Arlene. Hey, Lee. You guys got any snow out east? I think you guys had snow before we did, because yesterday was our first flake of snow, and like I said, we got about I'd say 5 inches plus. 5 inches plus came down last night or last evening into the night, and we're supposed to get another 4 inches today. And I'm just watching out front window here, starting to see a couple flakes of snow, but I've got to get this blowing off the walkways and whatever right now because it's above zero. So if it freezes, it's just going to be one sheet of ice. Just hang on because you're gone down into the driveway. And I already said hi to Nanny. Musgrave Family Farm, howdy, howdy. Oh, you went to Culver's. Oh, I bet you there was some kind of ice cream in there too. I gotta come, probably won't be this summer. Obviously, now that we have to save that much more to even go on the trip. We were gonna try to sneak in a trip this winter. Now to go with the prices, and of course, all our prices in the grocery store are reflecting the higher prices, that the grocery stores are having to pay the producers. So, needless to say, it's getting really costly until they actually call the election. So, they're in the midst of, I've heard that the provincial election, they're going to call it in the spring. We could be going federal and provincial in the spring. That's why our dollar is so volatile right now. Curmudgeon. G'day, Rob, Sarah. Hopefully you guys are doing okay. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Jesse. Yeah, somehow I don't see it happening. Well, say g'day to my brother and tell him to wipe his mouth. He missed a little bit. His dainty little mouth. He missed the last great big old bite. Hey, Christy. Hey, Dees. Was there something there for me, hon?
Yeah.
Okay. And Mom?
No.
Oh, okay. You guys go ahead and lurk. You deserve it. Heck, go get the hot tub going. You guys have some snow too. Get into the hot tub, get it up to about 100, 110, and start rolling around in the snow and go back into the hot tub. And I'm not going to say I have never done that before, and I won't admit that I've done it. So, but other than that, folks, so we're up over 4,000 now, slow and steady. We're building away. Unfortunately, I've had other things on the back burner for about 2-3 weeks. So that's part of why I've disappeared for a little bit. All right, Jin. Yeah, trying to rub it in, waiting for the post office. If I went right around there, Jerry, we've had a few cancel, but we have even more that are getting ready to book. So I think you're going to see that we're going to be anywhere from 40 to 60 rooms. That'd be my best guess. That would be where we're going to be sitting. Yeah, if I had to wait, Jin, for the post office, I'd be hungry, I'd be cranky, and well, I'd be able to catch up on a lot of sleep. Because everybody's sitting here now going, let's leave them out. We've heard through the grapevine that the company that does all the Canadian Amazon stuff is putting a bid to the government to handle postage. But yet, Debbie and I were discussing this. Was it yesterday or the day before? Either way. Other than, there's so many places that you can have things delivered now, different ways to have them delivered. Amazon, they're coming out here 2-3 times a day. Hey, Goober. So all you get in the mail now is political BS, or you're getting bills, and most of your bills can be signed up through your email. That's, my propane, all my stuff like that. It has, it all comes in on my phone. We don't need Canada Post. And a subcontractor just working for the government, they're going to be able to do it for a heck of a lot less, because they're going to every nook and cranny with Amazon stuff anyways. So it's a value added for them. It gives them a reason to come out into the rural areas and whatever else, since they have, so they have two people in their vehicles instead of one. So I'm actually one of those people. Leave them sit out. I got more than enough things that I can ship. And like I said, I get a huge discount on UPS shipments to Toronto. Well, it's cheaper for me to ship a box to Toronto and then to the States than what it is for me to drive my truck to the depot in Ottawa, and then from there they ship it to Toronto on their dollar. But that for me to drive from here to the far side of Ottawa and back again costs me more money in gas than what it does in postage to send the box to Toronto myself. So, and tomorrow night, I want to clear out a whole bunch of inventory downstairs. So I am going to be doing probably about 40% off my mugs. Tumblers are one price because I buy my tumblers in the US. So, yeah, all the rest of the stuff I'm going to start doing luggage tags that has your channel's logo, your address, and you can just tie that onto your luggage, and it saves you getting a paper one and having it ripped. This is actually a wood polymer. Yeah, it's actually really neat, and they're not that much money. So I've got, depending on how many I can get a pre-order going for, I might be able to do it for even a little bit cheaper than, yeah, they are right now. So I will, if you want, I've got a whole lot of, I'm trying to think. I got about 7 or 8 dozen, 7 mugs ready to go. And yeah, I want to clear them out where it don't cost me anything. And that way there I can get, because if you look at my Cruising Alaska mug right there, They're not that it's got, I just don't like the quality of that manufacturer. It it's sublimated beautifully. I just don't like the blue. I don't like that color blue. I like another color blue. So we're going to get rid of all of them. So if you're coming on the cruise and you want coffee mugs, they're going to be on sale too. So anyways, that will, yeah, that'll probably be tomorrow. Oh, just give me a sec. There's one thing. I hate you. My sister, she's not being very nice to me. This is what I get from my sister. Whenever I said, "What do you got for lunch?" That's not nice. You're being very, very bad. Huh. Um, I did some changes to my account, and I just want to see if they're working. And to my knowledge, I think, Jesse, if you're still around, yours should still work no problem. And I tried to add another, and it said that I could. So I want to see if both of them can come on at the same time. And that's if somebody's not having lunch. And I didn't mean Glenda. I know it's getting pretty close to Jesse's lunchtime. You know, poor Miss Lisa, she's busting her butt in the shipping department. She's also getting somebody else's lunch ready to go also. Uh-oh. Stand down, Trigger. It's only Kenzie. See? Told you. I just, yeah, told the other person to try, so we'll chit chat and see if they can come, and if they can't, that's okay too. We can always try the next day. Ah, 10-4, brother. We'll try it maybe later. Hopefully everything goes well at the doctor's appointment. And what do we got? Oh, we're over an hour. So don't forget, I'd love to know. Well, I know what I need to do. Oh, the Rhine River, that'd be beautiful. Mm-mm-mm. So, yeah, there's no difference or there's nothing even close to the same being a river cruise compared to a like cruise to the Caribbean or oh yeah okay yeah, Kayla said they're only doing one song, so make sure folks after you go over and show the Vineyard Chicks some loving. They're playing their a debut song on Thursdays, and um, yeah, they're just about over now.
Hi, Danny.
So that's where Jesse would be moderating for them. Hey, sweetheart. All right, Nanny. You take care. Yes, Nanny. I could see how the tulip fields and the castles, and I would love to do a river cruise in Germany, but I know my lovely wife would never go for a river cruise. What?
I had an extra garlic dip. Did somebody use it?
Nobody's been here?
Somebody's been in my pizza.
Oh, well. I can't answer that one. I didn't see anybody today. I know it wasn't Colin. It wasn't me.
No, it was the other one.
But yeah, no. Oh my goodness, the castles. And I would like to go to the section of Germany that actually still has my ancestors as um, there is still a king broom in Germany. So I would love nothing more. Well then, Lila, just leave me play, put me down. I'll talk you to sleep and you rest. Not much use in fighting sleep. If you're feeling bad, don't be fighting no sleep. You go and have yourself a nap. But it, yeah. But definitely, um, I would, I would love to do that. The sailing, and then spend some time at my ancestors. They tell me it's an island. I'm not sure. Um, All that I know is I think it'd be really neat to be able to go and um, my German is not the best. Or shall I say, I don't know what to say. Nine. No. That's all I know. Well, who is they? The Broom family. There's still a King Broom in Germany somewhere that rules. Yeah, I'd love to go see like where some of my ancestors came from. They all apparently have started out in Germany. Then I did that ancestry or whatever. I'm like a Heinz 57. There's so many different areas that my mom's family came from, my dad's family came from. Yes, we all originated in Germany, both families, but then split out. And then the split came and one ship. So I have a strain of brooms that live in Rhode Island, Pennsylvania, and going to say New York State, right near New York, New York. Um, and then some of them came to Canada. Again, I was put on the wrong boat. I should have been going south, not north. Yeah, pretty much that's what Canada is also, Christy, is because both countries were built on immigration. Um, it's just there's a big difference of today's immigration compared to 1950s and before immigration. Those folks came over with $500 in their pocket and a dream. And it was either make or break. Hey, Christine. It was either make or break. Nobody was going to pick them up whenever they came over on the ships. Like I said, they had anywhere from $100 to live to $500 on a rich family. But yeah, both North America was built on immigration. So, it, we in Canada, there was a lot of Dutch, German, um, very few Italian. Most of them came south and then came north. Um, Canada, the US, just North America, Christine. But like I said, there's a huge difference between the immigration of 2024 and the immigration of 1920s. Back then it was a fight or flight. You either made it with the money in your pocket or you died. There was no in between. Somebody was going to catch you. No. You worked for your pennies back then. And, if you were fortunate enough to get a piece of land and move, or, but yeah, other than obviously, see, this is where I always get myself in trouble. Johnny yells at me, Indian. And then you have the other part where Native American. And there's they were there. We took land from them. So, but that one is a whole other series that would take a whole lot of time. And I don't have enough time for that today. And that is just because I have to go clear snow. Yes, I'm pouting. I was so happy. All right, brother, you have a good doctor's appointment, and yeah, maybe we'll talk later on tonight. I know, yeah, I've kind of had to step back for a little bit, but not anymore. We're good. We're good to go. Full bore ahead. So don't forget, I'll go over tonight's lineup. You've got Reverend Dream, and he comes on at, I believe, 4 Central. And you got Christine and Joni, and they're at 5 Central. And every hour thereafter, you've got, I don't know if Jason and Tara are going. I believe so. We'll say they are. And then you've got Jin, and I think, see, Thursday nights is where you need your multiple devices. Homestead, yes, absolutely. Gillum Farms, Christine and Johnny. That's what I just said, sister. So, the Gillums, Christine and Johnny, Jason and Tara, Jin and Joey. Second device, My Wild Home. And then we've got Cahoots. And I might even be able to stay up tonight and have my 2 devices ready to go. Oh. Sorry, I'm just being asked questions. You got Cahoots, and then just after Dale and Nana, you've got Bland's Promised Land Ranch. Now, everybody knows that we go to see Miss Monica. And, well, Eric happens to be there as well. Now, I like Eric because he will give Jesse or I the green light to thump people, get them out of there. And if the boss man says we got to do something, Jesse and I normally have no issue helping the boss man. We're hired as moderators, folks. If we're told, give them the boot, we give them the boot. Not that we ever want to do that. That would be mean. And Jesse and I, we don't have a mean bone in our bodies. But we have to do. Sister Christine's out like she's in, she's out. Gotta go. She's either shooting a deer or working. We're not sure which one, just as of yet. Christy, that was because they were doing a program change and they wouldn't listen to people. And a lot of people, like Jesse and I, have harped and harped and harped. Before you delete somebody, report them. YouTube cannot get rid of the trolls if they don't know who the trolls are. That's why you must report, delete, give them the boot. That way there, YouTube's able to have a fighting chance at being able to get these folks out of there. So, and really, I'm going to be quite honest with you. I think it was 3 people. Because there was one that got me. They just about had all my channels shut down. I was demonetized. Actually, while I was in Oklahoma for the first Lake Tin Killer meetup, I wasn't monetized. YouTube yanked. And Jesse and I couldn't figure out why. I called them. I was talking to them. Jesse was on, I don't know if he was Instagram or one of them, but it just didn't make sense why they were doing it. And at that same time, that winter, I did this series in the fall about the turkey, the interior of the turkeys. That whenever a turkey chicken, whenever it runs out of eggs, it expires. Literally. Gone. It dies. So, I did a little bit of a deeper dive. And I know of 5 teachers that asked me to use that in their classroom. And I said, of course you can. And so I know of at least 5 classrooms that thing on turkeys was used, which I think it was pretty cool. So I did that in the fall, and then I did the series early February about processing 2 Highlands. Didn't show the dispatch. I did not show the bleeding. I didn't show the, all the gory stuff was not ever shown. I was taken off the burner, and more or less my channel was hidden for 8 weeks. So it's been a bumpy ride. But my other channel, the travel channel, has seemed to actually, I'm starting to get some what I got to do, and I've been working on it, and I'm going to ask you folks. So you 11 folks, I have a full day at the War Museum in New Orleans with Jesse and Lisa, Danny and Terry, and Debbie and I. From start to finish. Should I put out like an hour and a half? View? Or should I break it up into 5 series? I've had a lot of people say keep it as one, which I don't know how that would be received, because I'm not a very good. Well, that's what I was kind of thinking, Jerry, and then like I'm not a professional, like, putting stuff together isn't my forte. Keep it as one. All right. And it just pretty much flows right straight through. And honest to goodness, if you folks have never been there, you're in New Orleans. I don't know about Jesse and Lisa, but I strongly recommend that you take it in. It's well worth the money. Well worth the money. It's not cheap, but there's 2 places that have Canada and US. And the integral part that both how they both partook, and they were, integral at each other's successes. There's one in Canada and the one in New Orleans are the only 2. And I'm not 100% sure. My cousin thinks that still gets a bit emotional. My uncle's actually in the one in New Orleans, and he fought for Canada. I guess, World War II, you fought for the Western civilization. It was right around that time that he was over there, and whenever they landed, would have been within a day. And there's one that kind of, sort of, yeah, 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 amen to that one, Jesse. Yes. You know what? It was very cool in the French Quarter. Debbie and I did stay 10 minutes away from the French Quarter whenever we got off the ship. And we were with Jesse and Lisa and all them before the trip. It was great. We had a great night's sleep. Never heard a siren. But the French Quarter, while we were there, the ninth district or precinct or whatever, there was 3 murders, and the way that the cops and ambulances and whatever went right by our hotel. And you would think that there wasn't one iota of insulation, but it was just so quiet. And was it the Saturday night, Jesse, or the Friday night? By Saturday morning, we met up to go to breakfast, and I was like, I need coffee. I need coffee. We were up all night. It was siren after siren after siren after siren. It was like, ah! It was crazy. But you know what? Even the homeless people, now you do have your scammers and whatever else, your pickpockets, and you're always going to have that type of thing. But I don't know how many times we'd be walking down the road in the French Quarter and have a homeless person say thank you for coming to their, obviously 6 of us together, we kind of stuck out a little bit. But they would talk to you, they'd laugh, like I'm sure they were having a horrible situation in their life at that time. One person that I talked to had a beautiful home, lost it in Katrina. He's homeless now in New Orleans, somewhere. The only thing that we do want to go back is the graveyards. To see the graves above, that's the only thing I'm upset we did not do. We went by them, but it was I got a coffee. Oh, trust me. We went out to the really, 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 if you're going to be in New Orleans, get a hold of Jesse or I. Man, this place was amazing. You know what they had? Candy bacon. Oh, bacon's here. This took it to there. And what they would do, fry it till it was just about done, brown sugar, both sides, fry it again till it crystallized. take it out, flip it in the brown sugar, and just on the grill a little bit, put it in. Well, Jesse brought, I don't know if it was it was Tony and Joni's syrup and bourbon maple syrup. Guys, maple syrup I've been doing since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I tell you what, this stuff has got an amazing taste. But we started dipping the candied, and it wasn't cheap for this candied bacon. You got, what, Jesse, 3 slices, I think it was? 3 slices of candied bacon, and it was like $5 or $6. So, of course, Jesse ordered some, I ordered some, Terry ordered some, and then we had, we had a whole lot, and of course we had to try it with the maple syrup, the different maple syrups. And maybe he had my maple syrup, Tony and Joni's, and the bourbon. Could have been all 3. I'm not sure. It's been quite a while ago. But I tell you what, wow. Just amazing. And we were so fortunate. I guess they told us that normally the lineup for this place is out the door and around the corner. We were able to walk in and got a table. Whenever we went to leave, there was a lineup. So, hats off to Jesse for finding this place. And yeah, it was quite the adventure. We went through a homeless encampment. Actually, I might even still have that on my old phone. I might even have that on my old phone. And our Uber guy or Lyft, whatever we took, if I'm not mistaken, he was there for like 20 years. So he was telling us this and that, and this used to be that, and this used to be that. And it was really
Christmas
good.
chicken.
A Christmas chicken.
Christmas chicken. Its lays on fishing wire, and she's so fluffy that it just hides.
A Christmas
chicken.
chicken.
She did not eat the lights, I promise.
Whatever everybody needs, a Christmas chicken.
It could be a holiday chicken, depending on what you believe.
It's a Christmas chicken. You've got far too much time in your hands, kid.
It's on Instagram. I sent it.
Send it to me because I got to send it to Glenda.
Oh, okay.
She's in a Sir Grace has a doctor's appointment, so. No, there wasn't a whole lot of meat on that chicken. No, we'd go hungry on that chicken, Tony.
That's
Absolutely.
why it's a Christmas chicken.
It's floofy. It's really floofy.
Christmas
And yeah,
you could stuff them and use them as a topper for your treat.
you could stuff them.
Who needs an angel?
But then,
Christmas chicken.
Yeah, I guess take
Christmas
the angel
chicken.
down and put a Christmas chicken up.
Yeah. You should put lights on your chicken.
No. You leave my chicken. That's Hank's chicken.
Well, then why did he take his mouth off?
Well, because he thought he was giving him kisses.
Not very nice ones.
No, they weren't nice kisses. He ate his mouth. He still plays with them every now and again, but he's got to be supervised because he rips them apart in 2.5 seconds. Christmas chickens under the Christmas tree. Yeah, can you imagine that? Are you guys coming here tonight, hon?
I don't know what Josh is doing. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I figured you weren't going to go up there with the storm that's supposed to hit here this afternoon or this evening. And then it's just if Josh is going to be here, I would get you to help me wrap his presents.
I don't think he's coming, but I will double.
Well, it doesn't matter if he does. It's not a huge deal. I can do it tomorrow by myself.
I have my no-name wrapping paper.
Well, no, I think there's like 5 or 6 rolls of wrapping paper beside the stores, beside my office. I think.
It's just outside my door.
Your door? Well,
Yeah.
then there's 5 more right beside my door.
Well, I have 5 no-name wrapping paper.
Okay, because we need. On your way home,
Yeah.
can you actually, if you go get me my wallet, it's just in my on my nightstand, and I'll give you some money to get us some Scotch tape.
Okay.
But yeah, no, the chicken was so floofy that the fishing wire. I still think the chicken would pick at that though.
The chicken did not swallow the lights. Nope. No.
Well, no, I'm just saying any of our chickens, it would.
There was no chickens harmed in the making of the holiday chicken.
Just get like, I don't know what, it come in like a thing of like 5 or whatever. Get 5.
Okay.
Or here, you don't need a 20 for that.
Sure I do.
No, you don't.
Sure I do.
No, you don't.
I think so. The price of everything has gone
no,
up in
you're
this
still
economy.
in the doghouse. Goodbye.
Why?
Goodbye.
I didn't do nothing.
Uh-huh. Good. Yeah, that's the problem. Goodbye.
I showed you Christmas chicken. There's no appreciation.
Goodbye. Go to work now. Leave me alone.
I love you too.
I know. I love you too. I always love you. I don't have to like you.
No more Christmas chickens for you.
Okay. Oh boy. But well, we'll stay on here for another 20 minutes or so, and then I got to go out and blow the snow. I want to get it. I want to get it now before it turns all this crap to ice. Lord knows. Yeah. I made my kid. Yeah, you know what, Tony? The way I look at it is if I make them pay for everything in today's day and age, they ain't going to ever move out of here. So she's got to go out of her way to get me the tape. I'm probably going to start something in January. They pay rent, and it'll be like Dad's saving account. They'll get it back. But honestly, a 1-bedroom apartment right now is $2,000. It's stupid. How the hell are kids supposed to save to get a home? You know, like I'm just I'm praying that our I'm praying that we get a turnover in um, the federal end of things, just simply for the reason they're since they were elected 10 years ago, 12 years ago, there's 2 million more people going to food banks to eat. Like, it's so sad. And I had one of my Electron people, one of our residents, stop me. And this is the same person that I set up their garden. She started to cry. And she's like, "You have no idea what you did for our family." And I said, "What do you mean?" And they said, "Well, because you grew and started all the vegetables, my kids were able to have vegetables this summer." She said, "There's no way I will ever be able to afford vegetables unless it's in a can. And even that might be one meal." So, what I've already done this year, and I'm in far from being rich, but we do have an angel tree at the township, and it feeds um, not malnourished, but people that can't afford like Christmas dinner. I've already purchased 3 Christmas dinners and presents for 4 children. And I told every one of my kids, one of your presents went towards that. And they all looked at me and said, "Where can we go donate?" And I said, "Well, I'm not done yet." I said, I still have, a while to go yet, but all of that is going to be spent. All of that stays in my community. And the lady that, you know, it's hitting her hard. She works part time at Canada Post. Now she doesn't have any money. So, what I'm probably going to do is Debbie and them normally do a family. And what I might do is set up my greenhouse, and I can do like 2 flats of lettuce. I can do some tomatoes, cucumbers, and at least I can keep that family going this winter with salads. It's going to take me a while to get it going. Probably won't be till March by the time, but at least I know those kids. Well, it's not saying that I can't buy stuff in the grocery store, what I can afford, because it's like the kids wanted Caesar salad this week. And Kyle and I got enough just to do supper one night. So there was 2 pounds, just shy of 2 pounds of hamburger. There was stuff to do like tacos and a Caesar salad. $60. And that's only five people. Josh might have been over, so 7. Like, if we're finding it tough, at least we're one disability and one normal paycheck. You know, I'd love to just say no and get on to the stuff downstairs in the store and, you know, say no to the provincial or the political side. Can't afford it. I got to keep things going. And I run the chance of them getting angry and saying, yep, you're working. We're cutting you off. Although they've approved it, I've been on disability for 8.5 years. I still run the risk. Like, it's absolutely crazy. But yeah, no. Well, I know how much it is. Jessie, I gave her $10, and it's probably going to cost her $1. But it's not like they're not going to use it. I agree. But I got to pick my battles. And Jessie can attest. My kids are my wife's everything. Not that they're not my everything. But yeah. You got to pick your battles. That's why I've been married going on 30 years. Ugh. Truck driver's coffee. I got it at 9:00 this morning. And it's 2:00 and I'm still drinking it. You know you're a truck driver when. But anyways, we are 30 seconds away from being 2 hours. So I do believe we will shut her down, because then I've got an hour to get all the stuff outside ready to go. And yeah, my Christmas song that Jake made for me, I may be able to my Christmas song, since I can turn off the volume of me cussing as I'm blowing the snow, it'll play a lovely Christmas song. Yes, Tony, you have a beautiful day. And again, don't forget about the hangout homies there tonight. You're kicking it off with Gillum's, White Rock, Not for Nothing, 9 Acre Family Farm. And in between, you've got My Wild Home and Bland's Promised Land Ranch. Thursday night is gotta be one heck of a busy night. Always has been. And yes, a big shout out, huge thank you to Jake. And reach out if he's got time or money. Um, you know, his first song that he did, I gave him $15 on PayPal. It was enough to cover my song and I think 3 others. So if I could afford more, I'd give more. But if you can, even if you can afford to give him $5, it still prolongs how many songs he can do. So, and there's some people that can't afford. But if you can, what's $5 or $10? Even if he's got enough saved up in the background and he can go buy himself a little something for creating a song for folks, that's okay. And I've heard not everybody watches this channel, and that's okay. But he still has a heart of gold making all these songs for us. And so be it. Jesse and I have been on with him before. And it was funny. You have to go through Jake's. It was about a month ago. And Jesse and I were there to say hello and g'day, and it was just after he had done our songs for us, and Jesse ended up doing a giveaway. I forget what type of book it was, but yeah, Jesse had, Jesse and Lisa, Heart of Gold, donated a book to Jake so they could do a giveaway. And oh my goodness, just to hear Jake giggle and laugh, and it was a lot of fun. But again, shoot Jake a message. Make sure, if you're a creator, update your about page with everything that everything about your life and whatever you're willing to share. Because that's where Jake pulls all the information from. He'll listen to 1 or 2, or he'll skip through one of your lives or one of your videos, and that's where he comes up with all your information. So anyways, guys, take care. God bless. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, 8:00 Eastern. Be there. Be square. Take care, guys. Toodles!